And yes, yet another League video, also with Diana again. This time I'm using her as she actually should be used in the jungle. We've got a Teemo with us, a Yorick, who's pretty much never seen anymore, Volley Bear, and Morgana. Morgana's going mid, Volley's going bottom, and these two are going top. Yeah, it's one of those kinds of games. Everybody runs off their spots, and we got, on the other side, Lee Sin going top. He'll be the only one up top. Kha'Zix jungle, another Teemo who believe is going mid, Caitlyn going bottom, and Tarek going bottom. So they have the more traditional team, while we have pretty much pure nonsense. I think he was a little bit behind because he was lagging, maybe. Was running towards blue, and I said, nah, let's change things up. Let's go red today. Everybody wandering into their spots. Morgana came over, Volley Bear did not. I don't know if he didn't know he was supposed to go over there, or just wasn't paying attention. Always check for invasions. They weren't interested. Kha'Zix is also going towards his red.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I think he was trying to get people's attention. Lee Sin, I don't think went over, he just kind of stayed in the bush. Unfortunately, he peeked his head out far enough that they could see him and they knew he was coming. And he backs out. Well, they did get Lee Sin's attention. Kha'Zix is the bug, of course.
Minions have spawned.
Wow, Fraps is really screwing up today. Well, I hope that fixes itself. If it does, you'll hear me complaining about it. If not, you'll never hear it anyway, so... Red buff spawns at 155, and it's about to pop up. I wasn't paying a great deal of attention here either. I think I waited too long to throw my shield up. I know for a fact I waited too long to throw a smite on it. No, I got my shield on time. I know I waited too long for this smite. They're getting 3 on here. Zeke's is getting beaten up pretty badly regardless. Yeah, I'm not doing any better. It took me too long to put smite out. Go Wraith, Skull, Wolves, and then blue. Volley Bear is 2 on 1 here, and he is completely screwed. Lee Sin is against 2 people who's also just as screwed. I think this was Kha'Zix's first time in the jungle, and you'll see why in a few moments. They're dancing around, and I'm playing with jungle minions. Yeah, I don't get off to a good start here. I'm kind of used to Shyvana, who I've been playing in the jungle a lot recently, and she will clear this jungle already. Yeah, I felt stupid waiting too long to pop that. Now I'm starting to run low on mana, and I don't have any mana potions. Volley's getting backed up. Lee Sin is already backed up. Yeah, he's getting beaten pretty horribly. Could have had a kill if he had Ignite, and I don't think he did. Nope. Oh, he already blew it. Yeah, smacked. Shouldn't do that. Standing right in front of the tower, and Caitlyn will hit you easily. I got my wolves and going for my blue. I was looking more at everyone else. I believe Volley was asking for help at this point. Teemo is about ready to go down here. Kha'Zix made a very bad mistake. He did not take the blue. It's still there. As you can see, he's only got red. This sets him back quite a while. He's only level 2. I'm level 3. About to hit 4. And I'm running straight at Volley Bear now. I go down here and grab the golems, and that makes me 4. He's just barely alive. I'm in slightly better position, largely because of my shield. And he's got to go back. Had I known his blue was open, I probably would have abandoned Volley just to grab it and keep Kha'Zix from doing much of anything. Yeah, I didn't have any potions, I just kind of waited for my health to regenerate on its own. I was hoping he would go in first or let them push up the tower so I could come in and jump Caitlyn. Didn't quite work out that way. Diana doesn't have the best ganks until level 6, and then she can dive on people rather brutally. Teemo, I believe, goes down in a few moments. We get off to at least a decent start. I have the highest number of creeps, and that's rather frightening. Kha'Zix, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. I'm still kind of waiting. I was hoping she would come a little bit closer or try to dive on volley, and it just didn't work. So, charge in and start smacking things. She has to burn her flash and her barrier at the same time, so it's not too bad. I was not sure what he was trying to do, if he was going to go all in or just not bother. So I'll just sit there and poke at him. I had to burn my flash as well, just to get a smack off from her.
First blood.
There goes their Teemo. Again, I've got this uploaded on the replay website, so if anyone wants to download this and watch on their own time, I go back shortly here. There's not much I can do. Kha'Zix does not even bother trying to go into mid lane, which is strange. He's going there eventually. She is level 6, he is level 3. This is not a good sign for Kha'Zix at all. And she goes back. Volley is slowly regenerating his health. And there goes most of it. I'm buying. I think I was deciding what I wanted and I was typing something in. I usually don't bother upgrading the Hunter's Machete. It doesn't really go into anything that's useful. Oh, that's right, I know what I was doing. I was asking one of the two up here to come down and help Volley Bear, and no, they weren't going to do it. Yeah, let's go back. Teemo's pushing up, and I go back to farm. Kha'Zix is very timid throughout all this, and I'm not sure why. He's unfortunately a level below them, and that's more or less his own fault, because he still hasn't touched blue. Midway through 4. He could have dove on one of them pretty easily, but this kind of presents itself. Almost had Teemo, but Morgana goes down. I was looking at that and not having a lot of hope for the game. Very stupid dive on Lee Sin's part. He takes a ton of damage. Kha'Zix, there's not much you can do with him right now, because he's almost dead. I looked up here, saw Kha'Zix was there, so I wasn't worried about getting hit down here. Don't have my ultimate, and blue is off. I suspected they were in the bush, I just didn't want to jump and find out. Again, no ultimate, so I can't really dive on her. I think we get him here? Yeah, he goes down. 1 kill. I hadn't realized that Volley was still going. And Caitlyn is dead. 2 kills down. Bot lane is finished. They should have dove on him. They should not have been playing around with Kha'Zix. Lee Sin, they both get away. I would have dove on them in a split second. They would not have been able to last real long. Split the damage between Yorick and Teemo. That would have crushed them really badly early on, with both top lane and bottom lane being out of action. And I'm going back to farming. 29 kills for me. Kha'Zix has 24. 1 kill, 1 assist, and Kha'Zix only has 1 kill. Get my red back up and start ganking again. They're pushed right up to the tower. And the siege minion goes away. Tarek's not going to be able to do much with that gold other than buy his wards and such. I don't think he does much damage to begin with. I'm farming. Kha'Zix is level 5. I'm level 7. He is currently the lowest level, in fact. Still has not touched blue. don't think he really requires it all that much, but you need it for the experience in gold, especially early on. Poor gank. Should have come at a much higher angle across rather than just running straight into her. She just walked away. I'm low on mana, and I need this blue really badly. I don't think I'd go immediately for it. I think I was trying to get Lee Sin here. No, I was going after Kha'Zix. No, Volley was screaming for help. That's what it was. Being jungler is fun. You gotta try and figure out who you help and how you help them, and if you just let them die. I will never ever hit that skill shot when I need it. I have my ultimate up? No, I'll miss a million times in a row. I was going to try and drag him back and I was out of mana. I really wish I'd gotten that blue. I'd have been able to kill him right then and there. Teemo gets away, but the flash that accomplishes nothing. I saw it and just couldn't back out quickly enough. Did not want to run into the bush with Kha'Zix and Teemo. It's a really bad idea. I don't think he buys any wards though, so it doesn't help that we know exactly where he's at all times. Again, I would completely run out of mana as soon as I dash, so that doesn't help at all. Volley's still in trouble. Top is about to fall. They should have dove him. They played a bit too passively. After that rather pathetic effort in lane, I'd immediately go back for the blue. I should have gotten it in the first place and had gotten at least a kill out of it. Still not doing much here. I wanted to stop Caitlyn very early on, at least stop her from farming. Volibear's 2-on-1, he's not really doing much anyway. But at least he's getting money occasionally. Lee Sin is almost dead, and they really honestly should have dove him with that sliver of health. Teemo, I think, gets the idea and immediately starts going for it, but Lee Sin kind of runs away. They do kill him here, but easy kill. Kha'Zix is on his way up. I was already in the neighborhood trying to kill Lee Sin. Once he went down, I knew Kha'Zix was going to come up here, and I was just going to kill him on his way. Both of them get smacked around, and deciding on which way I wanted to go. I know full well I'd never hit that skill shot, so I just walk out of the bush, dash him, and smack him around. That's that. My adventures in counter and juggling, and Volley is screaming again. Some people love that ping button. He's honestly not that bad a shape, as long as he stays a little bit further back. They kill each other, but hey. Caitlyn unfortunately gets the kill. Too far away to help, but at least Volley's got one. Morgana comes down and walks on the silly little cupcake trap. Whenever I play as Caitlyn, that will never count as a hit. When I play against a Caitlyn, oh yeah, that's a hit. Coming in. Going for Nashor's Tooth very early on. Get some more damage up, get some AP. Doing pretty decently on creeps. Caitlyn's got the highest. Big surprise. Putting the blue buff to good use. I thought she was in there, I just barely missed her. Yeah, she's smart enough to know not to try and hit me. And she's dead. Walks straight into it. If someone else was around. But I got that more out of luck, and I was kind of honestly surprised she walked straight into it. With Volley here, I was hoping that she'd walk a little bit back, because they don't have. I was suspected they didn't have any wards here. But if she came